Welcome, everybody, to another rousing round of Roseburg speakers and storytellers, RSS as we like to call ourselves. As you all know, Toastmasters is a volunteer organization. We promote public speaking and leadership. RSS philosophy is to learn and have fun. So learn something today and laugh. If you don't laugh, we won't invite you back. Just kidding. Mute yourself when you're not talking, and please stay on screen if at all possible so we can see your lovely faces. With all that said, let's give this over to our lovely and somewhat talented President, Yasmin.
Thank you, Mr. Sergeant of Arms. Small correction. Lovely but not yet talented Vice President Yasmin. Okay. Welcome you all. So delighted for yet another exciting meeting. I'm all the more smiling today because I have very nice 3 announcements to go. And applause, of course. So let's begin with welcoming our newest member, Stephen Louis, to RSS. Stephen, yay! He is now officially with us. So welcome, Stephen. Welcome to RSS.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
The second announcement is regarding 2 new EXCO members who are also amongst us here. And I am delighted to introduce you, Ravi Shankar, yet again, this time as Vice President Education for RSS. Yay, welcome, Ravi. Thank you, Ravi, for taking up as VPE for RSS. And ladies and gentlemen, another excitement is here. Mary. Mary is going to be taking up as the Vice President membership for RSS. Yay, cool, Mary. Thank you for both the support from both of you, given that it's midterm, but we sincerely appreciate that you really took up the roles and help RSS continue its journey. And the third exciting thing is that we have many guests among us, but I'm always hesitant to call them guests because they have taken up the roles. So we will be introducing the guests as their roles would come in scene. But having said that, you need special mention. So welcome, Ernie, welcome, Heidi, welcome to RSS. And Amy, we are very glad to have you come back to our RSS meetings more regularly. With this, I have to give the floor to someone who is very special to RSS because is now the newest member, but has been inspiring us the way he takes up challenges. And yes, I'm talking about Stephen Louis, who is going to be our Toastmaster of the day, and he has accepted the challenge of being so new to the Toastmasters and still taking up one of the key central role of Toastmasters meeting. So welcome, Stephen, and please take it over as Toastmaster of the day.
Okay, thank you, Yasmin. Yeah. Hi, everyone. Yeah, thank you for giving me the opportunity to take as a TMOD. So today's theme is I want to discuss a little bit about the macroeconomic situation downturn in 2022. I believe this is a really tough topic for all of us. As you may know, I came from Meta company. So last Wednesday, our CEO Mark Zuckerberg announced layoff 11%, actually is 13% of the global employee. Total affected people is about 11K employees. So we would like to know how did we get there? So at the start of the COVID-19, the world rapidly moved online and make the online, the economic revenue grows very rapidly. Also, many people believe this kind of situation will become also will keep stable in future, even after the pandemic ended. So our company, the Meta, also believe this kind of situation will become stable, and so our company invest a lot of money to many of the areas. Say, for example, invest many monies for hardware development. Say, for example, the wearable, the smart speaker, and also as well as the AR, VR. So this kind of projects is really money consumed and take a lot of money. It's like a dark hole, absorb the money very quickly. And we cannot foresee any kind of quick return. So means the ROI is not so good. And as a result, last Wednesday, our CEO announced the layoff to the world. And this is this. But I had a bunch of conversation with the people last week. So actually, when some people, they work for 14 and 15 years, they didn't foresee this kind of situation before. As we know, the previous economic crisis is on 2008. Yeah, also is happened from US. And this kind of situation, for some kind of young generation, they didn't met this kind of situation. And they will feel eventually like very negative. Yeah, and maybe they feel this is the end of the world. But I do believe they have a lot of talent, and also they are very shining. And during when the economic come back, I believe they will find a good opportunity. Also, they will to present the values in the coming the opportunities. So this I want to express the feelings to them. Yeah, gratitude feeling to them. Don't do believe themselves and believe the capability and hope them all the best in the next chapter. Yeah. So this is I want to express. Yeah. Okay. So with that, I will introduce the grammarian. Yeah, to all of you. So today's grammarian is. I saw the agenda is.
It's
WOD.
Mary.
Mary. Okay, Mary. So could you please introduce your role to all of us? Thank you. Hand over to you, Mary.
Thank you, Stephen. The word of the day goes right along with our theme, and it's the word economics or economy, either one. And economics means, one second, I have my definition right here, the condition of a region or group as regards material prosperity. The condition of a region or group as regards material prosperity. Another definition is the branch of knowledge concerned with the production, consumption, and transfer of wealth. And it is a noun. Used in a sentence, he is responsible for the island's modest economics. So we ask, when you use the word of the day in your speaking, the rest of us will identify it by waving or something like that, but try to use the word economics or economy when you speak today. Stephen already has started us out and used it several times. So our word of the day is economics. I'll put it in the chat and remind you again of table topics. Did you also want me to describe my role as grammarian and counter today, Stephen?
Yes. So Mary,
Okay.
yeah, appreciate. Yeah.
Yes.
Please go ahead. Thank
So
you.
in addition to keeping track of how many times we use word of the day today, I'm also the grammarian, and I look for mistakes in the English language, mispronunciations of words, noun verb agreement, using slang. But I also look for good uses of our English language, particularly visual words or a great word I hadn't heard used before, someone that used some real descriptive ones. So that's my job as the grammarian. The counter is looking for filler words that we use when our mouth goes faster than our brain. So we're trying to catch up. So we add little filler words like so, or we repeat a word or a phrase over and over while we try to catch up our thoughts. It distracts from our message. So we want to try to get rid of those filler words. It's best just to take a quick pause, get your thoughts together, and continue speaking. That's my job today as the grammarian in the counter. I'll give my report towards the end of the meeting. Back to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Yeah, really appreciate. Thank you, Maria. Yeah, for the detailed explanation for the grammar and for the counter. So next, let me introduce the timer to all of you. Today's timer will be Heidi. So Heidi, could you please give you a little explanation on your role? Thank you.
Timer, yeah. My job is to monitor the times you are using and then try to help you guys to finish your speech on time. So here I have prepared 3 papers. You see green, yellow, and red. So for the speakers, when you reach the minimum time request time, then I will show green. And then when you see the yellow one, means you have 1 minute left, and then the red one means your time is up and you have to finish your speech within 30 seconds. So I hope all of us will enjoy the meeting and control your time.
Thank
Back
you,
to you.
Heidi. Yeah. Thank you. Yes, for your detailed explanation. So next, let me introduce the general evaluator, Tiger, to all of you. Tiger, please.
Thank you, Mr. Toastmaster of the Day. My job basically is to announce all the players at the end, the evaluators, so that they can give their evaluations, which obviously a very important part of the meeting. And at the end of all that, I will give a general evaluation. I do this a little different than most people. Those of you that know me, there will be a test. So I would suggest you take notes, because part of the experience of Toastmasters is listening. So please listen. Back to you, Toastmaster of the Day.
Thank you, yeah, for your inspiring, yeah. Okay, let me introduce the meeting, the agenda, yeah, for today. So today we will have the prepared speech, table, topics, and evaluation sections. So next, let me introduce the prepared speakers and the evaluators to all of you. So we have total 2 speakers for today. Speaker 1 is Ravi. Speaker 2, I believe, is
Michelle.
Michelle, sorry. Yeah, sorry, Michelle. Yeah. And we have the evaluators, yeah, for Ravi and Michelle, yeah. The evaluation, yeah. One is Amy, yeah. And evaluation 2 is let me sorry, yeah, it's maybe it's are you? Yeah,
Is he-
okay.
Yes.
Oh,
is me.
yeah, Yasmin. Yeah, Yasmin. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, sorry. Yeah. Okay, so that's all for the today's detailed prepared speaker and evaluator sections. So let me hand over to the speaker one, Ravi, for today's prepared speech. So hand over to you, Ravi.
Before I begin, I just want to mention the title of my speech. The title of my speech is Behind Every Successful Protege, There is a Mentor. Timer, now I'm going to start. You can start timing me now. Thank you. Think back to a time when you were new at something, be it a hobby, a sport, a skill, or even a profession. Did you happen to have a mentor? With a show of hands, how many of you think that having a mentor helped you? Thank you. Toastmaster of the day, fellow Toastmasters and guests, I'd like to propose a saying or a quote, which is also the title of my speech. Behind every successful protege, there is a mentor. As per Toastmasters International, a mentor is somebody who's experienced and provides guidance and support to the proteges or mentees in order to reach their goals. Mentors themselves have been and continue to be proteges, and while they are mentoring others, they often continue to work with their own mentors. In the context of Toastmasters, a mentor is an experienced Toastmaster who understands what Toastmasters is all about, the mission and the values, and a mentor is somebody who shares their experience, their wisdom, and their perspectives in the Toastmasters world with their proteges. Today, I'd like to share with you 3 of my own experiences as a protege and what I took away from 3 of my mentors. A few years ago, I was asked to contribute to a team that was crafting a response to what is called a request for proposal. A request for proposal, or an RFP in short, is when a customer asks multiple vendors to provide one or more solutions, which are innovative, of course, to a problem that the customer is facing. Now, I had experience working on proposals in the past, but these were relatively small in size, that is, and they only focused on a single aspect. This new RFP that I had been asked to participate in was a portfolio-wide huge effort, and it involved many different and diverse aspects. I was brand new to it. Sri Lakshmi was my mentor, and what a mentor she was. She shared her experiences with me based on having worked in similar efforts in the past. She was always patient when she answered my myriad questions. She made sure that she shared feedback on every small contribution that I made as part of this proposal. Because of her encouragement, not only did I gain a wealth of experience, but my horizons also expanded and enabled me to think of solutions that were not just specific to one aspect, but from a holistic perspective. I like to think that behind every graphic and word that I contributed to this proposal, there was Sri Lakshmi. In other words, behind every successful protege, there's a mentor. My second mentor helped me hone my facilitation skills. I love facilitating workshops and interacting with people. At the workplace, I do this by partnering with the Learning and Development Department to facilitate workshops for people from across many departments and functions. I got an opportunity to co-facilitate workshops with Gurpreet, a stellar facilitator. Among the many aspects that I learned just by observing Gurpreet, here are some. He knew when was the appropriate moment to pause for effect. He knew just when and how to modulate his voice to keep the audience spellbound. And he knew just when to divide the gathering into groups so as to give them an activity and keep them focused. He also gave me feedback on my facilitation. He would jot down even the minutest of observations. For example, did I dim the light at the appropriate moment? Did the color of my clothing distract my participants? This feedback helped me improve greatly. To this day, behind every opportunity that I take to engage the audience in a workshop, I feel there's Gurpreet. Or behind every successful protege, there's a mentor. My third mentor is also a very dear friend and colleague, Vijay. While Sri Lakshmi and Gurpreet mentored me in person, face to face, Vijay has been a virtual mentor for the most part. However, his impact on molding me is just as much, if not more, than my other mentors. He has spent countless hours helping me improve my skills as a professional coach. He gives me incisive and actionable feedback as a mentor when he observes me in a coaching session. His mentorship has been a major contribution in shaping my skills. Behind every powerful question that I ask as a professional coach, there is Vijay. Behind every successful protege, there is a mentor. Be it contributing to a business proposal, be it facilitating a workshop, or be it as a professional coach, I have benefited greatly from my mentors. That is why I say again and again, behind every successful protege, there's a mentor. Fellow Toastmasters, if you don't have a mentor yet, what are you waiting for? Look around you. In this very room, you're sure to find one. Over to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Yeah, thank you, Ravi. Yeah, really inspiring speech. So, yeah, you have a very great total 3 mentors, and those mentors help you to bridge the path forward to the success, and also to help you shaping yourself also, and to tell you how to think about the big picture. Yeah, so this is awesome. Yeah, thank you. Yeah. So let's move on to the speak 2 is Michelle. So his speech is today is pathways engaging humor, and let us welcome Michelle for the speech. Hand over to you, Michelle.
Thank you very much, Mr. Toastmaster of the meeting. And I break from my usual start to just greet a very special friend who just came in, Julie. Wonderful. It's perfect that you are here today to hear my speech, to shave or not to shave. That is the question. But really, it was not a question at all. I immediately knew when Dave was going to have his surgery some months ago, and we had our briefing with the surgery director. I immediately knew that it was not a question. It was a decision that I made. He was not going to shave. Now you might be wondering, what does surgery have to do with shaving? Well, that's what I'm going to tell you. When we were getting the briefing, we were told that infection was one of the most critical factors to watch out for. The surgery would take place and the recovery would depend on whether there was infection or no infection. And again, you might be wondering, what does it have to do with shaving? Well, here's the deal. When you shave, you can unintentionally cut yourself a little bit. Now, that little cut on your skin can be the portal for those nasty microbes to come in and create infection in the little cut. But that infection might go down with the blood circulation and go to your knee. And that's why I decided, first reason I decided no shaving. The second was that Dave well, he doesn't shave anymore, but he likes to shave in the shower. And I did not want him to be standing in the shower while his knee was still very wobbly. So that was the second reason, no shaving, because it would lengthen his stay in the shower. And the third, I'll tell you later. So let me share with you a picture of Dave before he started the no shave. If my mouse will just work. Apparently it doesn't want to work. There. Let me share with you a picture. This is funny. My mouse decided not to work at the very time. There you are. That was the very first picture I saw of him before I even met him. When I went online, I saw this very clean shaven. You cannot see a single hair on his cheeks or his chin. And that was one of the reasons why I really got to like him. He looked so clean shaven. But remember, we had to make the decision, no shave. And so this was about 3 weeks into the no shave, then the stubble was starting to grow. This was, about 3 weeks into the no shave, or 2.5 weeks. And now, after June, July, about 5, almost 6 months of the no shave, get ready. He's all ready to be Santa Claus with the beard and the mustache. So the third reason, actually, I said I have 3 reasons. The first was to make sure that there's no single cut in the skin where the infection might come in. The second was because he likes to shave in the shower. I didn't want him to be in there longer than absolutely necessary because he might slip, he might fall. I mean, he's still very unsteady after surgery. Those were the 2 reasons. But hey, we're Toastmasters. We always think of 3, right? And I do have a third reason for the no shave, and that is I liked it. I really liked, in fact, my favorite pastime early on was I'd be stroking his chin. And as far as Dave, how did he feel about it? Well, obviously he has to go with how I feel, right? I'm the most important client, the most important audience. But no, I wasn't the only one. When he spoke with his son, the first time when he started having the beard, his son was saying, "Dad, you're looking good." Now, it's very important for a dad to have his son's approval, especially he has only one son. And so I was listening to the phone call. I was thinking, great job, great job. And then on Facebook, when we started posting his picture, we had so many likes and loves and people saying, looking good, Dave, your new look. So looks like we are going to be no shave long past November, maybe until next November. We'll see. There is going to be a big question, though, that we will have to answer in a few days. Once we fly from here, nice, cool United States, we fly over to the other side of the world, the Philippines, and it's very humid there. The temperature is a lot warmer than here in Oregon. We will find out if it's still going to be good to continue with all the hair and all the beard and the mustache. We'll find out. You will hear about it. Definitely not a speech, but maybe just an update, and you will see that he might get back to being clean shaven, and you won't have to ask shave or no shave. You will know the answer. But for now, we are enjoying the no shave, and this speech is dedicated to all those people who have made the decision to not shave for very much more important reasons than ours. But hey, we all have our reasons, and this was our reasons. Back to you, Mr. Toastmaster.
Yeah. Yeah, thank you. Thank you very much, Michelle. And for the shaping and the low shaping, also the funny things. Yeah, you have. Yeah. Let me introduce the table topic master, Annie, to all of you. So welcome, Annie, to the stage.
Thank you, Toastmaster Stephen. Good morning, fellow Toastmaster and guests. Thank you for having me here. I'm happy to be here. I'm Army and I will be a table topic master today. The purpose of this session is to practice the ability to listen and the ability to compose structured answers to question or statement that is given. I will choose a Toastmaster member first, who doesn't have any role, For the example for the guest who is coming to this meeting today. And every speaker has 1 to 2 minutes to answer the question, 1 minute green, 1.5 minutes yellow, and 2 minutes red. Please pay close attention to the timer and please use the word of the day economic or economy as much as you can. First question. Never stop learning because life never stop teaching. Never stop learning because life never stop teaching. I would like to invite Toastmaster Sarah. Time is yours.
Never stop learning because life never stop teaching. What a nice phrase. It's totally true. When I just joined Toastmasters, I was thinking, will I really learn something new? Maybe I'm too old for that. But surprise, every time I go to a meeting, I really enjoy being here and learning something new from anyone who is participating. So that's why I joined Toastmasters and I stayed here. In another time of my life, when I started in sports, I was thinking the same. I want to start running or swimming or doing something, but maybe I'm too old to learn something new. And once I started, I noticed I can do it, no matter if I'm old or not. So about learning communication skills, about learning sports, I learned that you're never too old to learn something new, and life never stops teaching you. Another opportunity I had was with languages. When I was 18 years old, I started learning German. And then when I was 25, something like this, I started learning French. All those times I thought, oh, maybe I'm too old for languages, but I think I'm not. I have learned them. So think about it. Think that life never stopped teaching us, and take the first step to learn. It's never too late. Back to you, table topic master.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sarah. Please round of applause for Toastmaster Sarah. Thank you for sharing. That was really inspiring. Never too old to learn something new. I love it. Thank you, Toastmaster Sarah. Next question. Money is not everything, but everything needs money. Money is not everything, but everything needs money. I would like to pick our guest, Ahmad Najib. Are you ready?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Can you repeat once?
Money is not everything, but everything needs money. Please use the word of the day, economic or economy. 1 to 2 minutes. Time is yours.
Yeah. Thank you very much giving opportunity. So I think related about this topic, I think it's a very necessary for everyone. The first thing is money, but where I believe that if you have like limited amount of money, so you can live a life average, or you can live a life with happily. You don't need to become a millionaire or a billionaire, where I believe. So like, but if you have necessary things, like yeah, you have a bungalow, or you have a bike and cars, and you have a business by your own, you're doing it. So I think that's enough, but you're not still a billionaire. So, but still, if you don't have a particular amount of money, for example, you cannot give a admission your child in a good institute, or you cannot buy a good car for your wife. And in the same way, for example, you want to visit a different country, so you don't have enough money, so you cannot visit to a different country to travel. So like for those kind of things, we required extra amount of money. So where I believe that I belongs to like like average family. So I think that if you have a necessary money, that's good. But you have a lot of desire, you have a lot of things, you have a plan. So it's required money. So it's depend on person who have a different goals and different missions and different dreams as well. So where I believe that it's depend up to the person. Yeah, that's all about. Over to Toastmaster.
Thank you. Yes, Ahmad Najib. Thank you for sharing. Yes, we need money, but depends on the person. Thank you. Next, the third question. There is always light behind the clouds. There is always light behind the clouds. I would like to ask Vijaya. Are you ready, Vijaya? Are you there? I think Vijaya might be busy with something. I will pick someone else. Toastmaster Julie, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Thank you. Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay, this is the question. There is always light behind the clouds. Please don't forget to use the word of the day, economy.
I did not
Sarah,
understand. There is always light behind the clouds.
Yes.
Whatever bad things arrives us, something good also can be there around the corner. That is so true in my life. Today, my son went back to France after staying with me 3 weeks, and I was really unhappy that he is not with me anymore. But here I am, visiting you. hearing Michelle's wonderful story about having a bird and seeing her husband in 3 different ways, as nice as he was, clean, without nothing, as even nicer I find also he looks with big white bird. And the stories all of you told were very interesting. And yes, they are mentors in my life also. So I liked also the first speech. Thank you. And all of you, being with you together is such a joy with me. Remember, we are never too old to learn something new. I learned storytelling early, but stand-up comedy, I was almost 75 when I began. So yeah, you can learn every time something new. And thank you for being here. I enjoy very much to be with you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Julie. We are so happy to have you here too with us. And thank you for sharing the wonderful story of your life. That's so amazing, learning stand-up comedy at 75. Wish you all good goodness. Thank you, Toastmaster Julie. Toastmaster of the day, do we still have time for table topic?
Yeah, I think that it is right on time. So let me hand over to general evaluator, Tiger.
Okay, thank
Tiger,
you.
please. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster, and thank you so much for our guest table topics. Arnie, everyone give her a big round of applause. Yeah, that was excellent. Has anybody here made any money in the last hour? How's your economics doing? I got it in, Mary. Let's move on to our evaluations. We had 2 wonderful speeches. Let's see what our evaluators have to say. We have 2 extremely professional evaluators, starting with Amy, all the way from Ireland, where it's already dark. Amy, it's all yours.
Thank you very much, Tiger. I have the honor of evaluating Ravi's speech today, and I have to say this speech was meticulous. I was really impressed. Every part of it, sorry for my moving around, delivery, content, everything. I was looking for all the different parts, and I was really impressed with everything. Ravi, you had your 3 points. They were very well illustrated, and when Ravi, when there were the introduction, amazing as well, with this drawing into the audience, asking the audience the question, checking in, inviting us all in. And one area that I really had to nitpick with this, like I have to say, really, and a little area for nitpicking could be there. I loved your body language, and I loved how you used props at a point. You were doing the light on, light off, and this. But, at certain points, I found there was a lot of this happening, and that maybe there was some unintentional hand movements at a point, and that's just like maybe watch over it yourself and have a look at that. overall, though, the three messages with Shilukman, Gurprid, and Vajira, each of the coaches or each of the mentors, each of the messages, and then your tagline: behind every successful protege is a mentor. This was brought in repeatedly. You were really hammering that home, and it stuck in my mind. And then tidying it all up with that call to action at the end. Really, I was so impressed with this speech, and I was also super inspired, as I can imagine everyone else listening was. So thank you very much for the speech today. It was really impressive.
Wow, Amy, full of all kinds of positive feedback. And yes, a few recommendations. Very well done, Amy. Thank you so much. We would never know it was dark in Ireland with all that smiling and all that uplifting energy that you have. Let's move on to our second evaluator, which is Yasmin. And you know, Yasmin, I'm gonna brag. Yes, she is a district champion evaluator. So let's see what we can learn from Yasmin.
The pressure is high, but I'm gonna deliver without any pressure. And I promise, after listening to Michelle's speech, I promise not to shave. Michelle, it was so impressive. Even I was convinced that I should not shave. And all the three reasons were so hilarious and so humorous. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you want to know what to make and how to make a speech so hilarious using such a simple subject, but very strong subject, and put it very easygoingly in a soothing language, then you should all listen to the speech of Michelle. Michelle, I was not surprised, and I will not be surprised if you tell this was an impromptu speech, not practiced. But it had all the elements of what a perfect speech could be. It was delivered with a very soothing, calm pace. We were all sort of spellbound listening to what is coming. So the mystery, you presented it in 3 simple points, but 3 mystical points. Like, first, okay, he should not have infection. So you started us with the curiosity. Why? Second, okay, shower, which was sort of hilarious. Third was the most interesting one, that he's gonna look like Santa and you're gonna like it. And fourth, I noted, is economics. What made me convinced that I should not say shave is because the way you really made me visualize. Shave. No, shave is gonna go down. So the visual impact was wonderful. And the pictures were classic. 3 simple pictures. The ending was strong. It's the first ever time I'm gonna give an evaluation saying I have nothing to criticize in the sense of improvement. Rather, I put it as a speech where one can deliver a strong subject with a very good message in a very simplified way. So sorry about not giving you a critique that you might be looking for, but I take this speech as a lesson learning for us. Hold on, I have something to tell you. Please practice your speech from now onwards before you and coffee. With this, I give it back to the general evaluator.
Wow, I think there's something in the water. We got 2 very enthusiastic, very positive evaluations with a little sprinkling of recommendations in there. Wow. And they were both very good speeches. So thank you, Amy, and thank you, Yasmin. Let's move on to our counter, grammarian, and see how we did with the word of the day and our language usage. Mary, it's all yours.
Thank you, General Evaluator. You all kept me busy today. wonderful uses of the English language with a few sprinkled recommendations on maybe better uses of words. Ravi, you just inundate us with some amazing words. I just couldn't write them down enough. Proteges, crafting a response, jot down, distract, engage the audience, its impact on molding us. And I can't read my writing, something feedback, something feedback. Anyway, just some wonderful uses of the English language. So I got a lot of good ones there. Stephen, just I noticed one time, but it's just something you want to pay particular attention to, was the endings of your words. When you introduced Michelle, I heard speak to, and it would be speaker. So maybe just getting that ER sound at the end. Make it a little more definite. Michelle, I love the word portal to an infection. I thought that was a really great word. You had 2 times that I caught that you switched your words in the middle of the sentence. One was during the 3 weeks, and then you changed and went about 3 weeks. And one time you said it's, and then you said the temperature. So just kind of switched your thoughts there. Julie, there was a word I couldn't quite understand. I think you said, whatever bad arrives us, and that didn't make sense to me. So maybe happens to us would maybe be a better term. I liked how you said, you said the big white, it sounded like bird, but I think it's just a pronunciation. It's supposed to beard, it sounded like bird. And you said such a joy with me. And I think it's such a joy to me to be with us, you were talking about. Amy, the first word you said, I think it was fantabulous, but whatever word it was, it caught my ear and I couldn't write it down quick enough. But I love that first word you did. It's like fantabulous, or you put 2 great words together. And you had a couple breaks, some filler words there. You said there, and then you changed and you said I loved. And I guess being away for a while, the filler words are starting to sneak in. You had more than 5 ums. You had an and, an I, and an ah. Yasmin, you said, at least I heard, very easygoingly. I would take the leeway. I think it was just very easygoing. I love the word spellbound, visual impact. And then you said way good message, if I heard that correctly. I think we could use a better word than way good message. It was a very good message or something, but maybe I just didn't understand it correctly. A couple more filler words. Ahmed, I liked how you said necessary money. That's an interesting way, but I thought it might do better saying money for necessities. Might be a better phrasing of it. But necessary money. Okay, that's true. And you had more than 5 ahs. Ahs are filler words that creep in as we're thinking. So you got a few ahs there. I believe that. Oh, word of the day. Stephen used it 3 times. Arnie used it twice. Tiger used it once. Yasmin used it once. That concludes my and grammar report. Back to you, General Evaluator.
That was really good.
I've been called the brutal grammarian in other meetings
See,
before.
yeah, I always call in a grammarian before I have my final general evaluation, so I can on all I want. Heidi, how'd we do with our timing? Oh my goodness. um, oh my goodness.
That was hilarious. They say a picture's worth 1,000 words. Julie, you don't even need to say anything. That was hilarious.
Okay, go ahead, Heidi.
Okay, here comes my reports. Very busy tonight. You have to hold these cards. And overall, everybody is quite on time, very hit the time. And nobody really take extra time. See the speaker one, Ravi, 7 minutes, 30 seconds. 30 seconds, yes. Just right hit the time, very good. And then our speaker, guest speaker, Julia, she has the 2 minutes and 15 seconds, but very good. So other than that, everybody is on time. And then we have a little extra time for that. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Heidi. Thank you for the humor, and thank you so much for putting the times in the chat. That helps a lot. That helps a lot so that everyone can see. And Robbie, wow, I had you at 7:31. Sorry, you're out of the contest, buddy. I think Heidi's just being nice. Thank you so much, Heidi, for that timers report.
Thank you.
Let's move on to our general evaluation. Here is the test. I warned you there'll be a test. If you want to come back, you have to pass this test. Everybody unmute. I am going to repeat what got said. Your challenge is to tell me who said it. First of all, who said the word tagline? Who used the word tagline? Go ahead, unmute. Don't be shy. Come on, you guys, unmute. This is your chance to be Toastmasters.
I want to ask a grammarian. She would know.
No,
No,
who
it
said?
was the evaluator of our first speaker.
Yes.
was the
And who
evaluator.
was that?
Hey. Ah.
Oh, Amy. Okay, tagline. I
I
love
was
that.
looking down.
Now, here's the key. What was Robbie's tagline? And I'm gonna ask Yasmin. Let's see if Yasmin, I know Michelle knows.
Okay, Tiger. Ravi, message me, please. 30 seconds. I know you can type fast, Ravi.
What is a tagline? I don't even know what a tagline
But-
is.
It's a
Tiger, come
prodigy.
Go ahead, Michelle.
Every
Yeah,
prodigy
there,
is a
good.
mentor or
Take it away.
something. Yeah.
Something
Something. Wow, that's
Behind-
from
behind
every
every successful protege is
There is
a
a
mentor.
mentor. Yeah, because every time I was waiting him to say behind every successful man there is a woman, and
yeah, behind every successful man there's a woman, right? Or there's a woman pushing him. That's a joke. I will tell that later. IU is smiling, so that's good. We got IU back. All right, here we go. You're never too old to learn something new.
oh, that's Sarah, isn't it?
Two people, Sarah and who else said it?
Isn't it Michelle saying?
Julie said it.
Yeah, the table
Oh,
topics
good.
master also.
Oh yeah, I
The
already
table topics master and Sarah, and there was
Rafi
one,
said something.
I
Rafi-
said Julie. Julie also said it.
Julie.
Oh yeah,
Julie
yeah.
also said it.
Yes,
Now
Sarah.
here's the funny part. Sarah's, I don't know.
Yeah.
20,
She's
Sarah's
so
25
funny. I was
and
like, what?
Julie's 39, and they both said you're never too old to learn anything new. I'm looking at Sarah going, "Are you kidding?" Michelle's the same thing. Like, You're too old to learn something new. Holy mackerel. Wait about 50 years.
Yeah. Then was Julie that at 75 she started stand-up comedy.
But Sarah, it is a great message. You're never too old to learn something new. Now here we go. We are Toastmasters. We always use 3. Who said that?
Michelle.
No, so Michelle had to make.
She already said something, the 4th one.
Yeah,
But
and then
that
she
was
came.
in the chat. That was in the chat.
She cheated.
Just to get the grammarian word of the day.
She cheated, but that's funny. Oh, we always gotta come up with 3. All right. When your mouth goes quicker than your brain. Who said that?
Michelle.
Mary.
I think it was Mary.
Yeah.
It was Mary. When your mouth goes quicker than your brain.
Yeah.
Right. What an excellent way to explain filler words. When we're thinking too fast and we can't catch up, so we use a simple subject, but a strong subject.
Yasmin.
Yasmin, talking about Michelle's, and I like that. And the reason I like that is because we always think that speeches have to be very complicated and about things. No, speeches can be about very simple things. As a matter of fact, I think it's better when you talk about simple things. Your message is much more clear. So it was a fun speech, but there was also a message in there. Thank you so much for playing along with Who Said That?
Tiger.
And the winner is Michelle. Michelle gets a $1,000 gift certificate that goes directly into my account. Figure out the economics of that.
We leave that to the metaverse of Stephen.
So my general evaluation, let's start with the SAA. I don't know where you guys got this guy, but I would fire him. However, the president, great smile, good energy, wonderful way to start the meeting. Our table topics, our Toastmaster of the day. Everybody, if you're not unmuted, unmute and give this guy a big round of applause. That takes a lot of guts to take on Toastmaster of the day as a rookie like that. Ayu, go ahead.
Please welcome Stephen to as our official RSS official member start this week.
Yay!
Thank you very much.
How many of you became an official member and then 2 days later became a Toastmaster of a meeting? Raise your hand. How many? How many people did that? How many people in the world have done that? That is absolutely amazing. Thank you, sir. And table topics. Wow, again, round of applause for our table topics master coming in at the last minute and doing table topics. Fantastic questions. Thank you so much for being here. So we had a great Toastmaster. We had fun table topics, 2 excellent speeches. Good job by our evaluators. I think they were both a little bit too nice, but that's okay. They were good speeches. We did get some recommendations, a little sprinkle of recommendations there. That's always a good thing. You guys did well with my questions. Everyone was listening. So overall, I would give this meeting a 9.3 out of 10. How's that? How's that? So we're trying to make money. You made $93 in the last hour. Very well done. Let's move this back over to, let's give it back to our Toastmaster of the day, Stephen. Thank you, everybody. Great meeting.
Yeah. Thank you everyone for the participations. Yeah, this is really a great and productive meeting today. So really appreciate everyone's efforts from the prepared speech from every speaker 1 or 2. Also, the general evaluation from Tiger also is very inspiring and very funny humor. And also the evaluator from Yasmin, from Ami, also is very, the takeaway is and also help the speaker to improve, yeah, going forward. So I really appreciate all of you to give me an opportunity to be the TMOD today. Thank you very much. And I already learned a lot from all of you, and I will improve myself going forward. So that's all. And let me hand over to the president, Yasmin. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Stephen. We also very much needed an evaluation of the general evaluator. So thank you for doing that. And I would steal what Julie was saying. It is always such a joy to see you all, to meet you all. And it's special when we have guests taking up roles and new guests coming in. So I would like to really hear from them as to how they feel. To begin with, I see Najib. Najib is some message from Najib. Najib, are you there? Ahmed? Ahmed, you would.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ahmed, I'm very curious to know how you learned about RSS and how do you feel about our meetings?
Oh,
Yeah, it's the very first time I'm joining this meet. So I'm basically from India. So I think this is quite a different meeting. I'm hearing that is so close conversation to everybody. So I think very humble people are there, and they are giving a very good point of view. So I think this is a good experience, which I want to learn something. Those more and more experienced people, and some people said many things like there is no age to learn anything. So that word I really like it. So I always think about it like I'm very far away from the people, and I'm still didn't learn anything. So people, I think, very gone. People very, they move away. So I think I got a good motivation that like if you are any age, you can learn anything. So that is a very good environment I got here. So thank you everybody. Thank you all.
Wow. Thank you, Ahmed. Thank you for your precious word. It makes me believe that you are already a Toastmaster. Are you?
Oh, I'm not a Toastmaster, but as a guest, I join nearby Toastmaster meetings. Several meetings I used to join.
Oh, wow. Okay, so that's good to know that you are the Toastmaster in the making. And RSS will be very, very honored to offer you the platform to be in the making in case you are just looking for a club to call your own. So please welcome and feel free to join us every time using the same link. Okay. And Emma, to make you feel comfortable, we also have so-called senior guest amongst us who is very quiet, but Akib, we know you are there, and just to let you know that we always like your presence. So not sure if you can talk, but we are very glad that you're here. Hey there, I know it's very late for you in China, but would you like to share how do you feel being here in RSS, and what is it that you would like us to change if there is anything?
I just feel very relaxing and happy here, and then feel that I'm being seen, and then you guys are so nice to me and as a guest. So I feel like I want to come back here to be joy and then listen to all your stories. Just, one thing for a guest is very important, like one can become back all the time, no matter it's joy to be a member or not, right? So yeah, enjoy. So that's the importance. So I'll be here.
Yes, that's absolutely what we really like you saying, and really we want and we believe in that. For us, it's important that our guests feel very comfortable and they get the joy and they feel happy and like a family being here, irrespective of the number of times. Don't worry, just feel this as your own home, and you're always welcome to join our meeting. And just share with me the secret of how to look so fresh even at midnight.
I'm a stay up late person.
Yeah, I would believe that. Arnie, it's also very late for you, but we are very glad that you took up the role. We loved your table topics. Do you have anything to share with us? How do you feel?
Thank you. I feel happy. Thank you for having me here. This club is so warm and so fun. Thank you.
Wow. We really like when people say RSS is fun because we always love our diversity and we really want to give it as a feel of being all the same. We're all the same. We really love this diversity of the group around. We are joining from different part of the world, which are in different hours. Heidi, yourself, almost at midnight, where we have colleagues in Oregon just waking up, trying to open their eyes with a cup of tea. So this is the beauty of RSS, the diversity around. I would now give the floor to VPE if he wants to set up the agenda for the next meeting. We still have 4 minutes. Ravi, if you would like to utilize the time.
Thank you, Yasmin. I think we're still recording. So has the meeting been adjourned? And then should we go on?
I am okay to do that in case you feel more comfortable. So I would just officially close the meeting, but please stay around.